Hey, how's it going? It's 012boku coming at you with a new movie review. Sorry I've been gone for so long, but a lot of stuff has come up and I've not been able to do the movie reviews like I would since I've been busy and it takes me a while to get to these films, but I'm going to be continuing to do a film where I said we're going to focus on the water monster movies, and that would be this. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, Weird Theatrics aside, it is Jaws. And this is a good movie made back in 1975 by Steven Spielberg, and was a very good movie made at the time, and just, you know, classic films. Very well done and very well, put together, and, it really amazed the heck out of me, to tell you the truth, and this movie, even though a bit cheesy, was just super great. And it stars Roy Scheider, who plays Police Chief Brody, who is a man who, really does not like the water. He went from New York to Amity Island like a year or two before what started happening with Bruce, starts happening, and he, was taking care of small town problems and things like that, not really bothered by much. But then, once a girl at the beginning of the movie is killed by the shark, he's told by the coroner it was a possible shark attack, and he's trying to set out to make things right, to protect the people, but the mayor isn't letting him because the mayor is telling him, oh, everything's okay, there's no shark, don't worry about it. But in the back of Brody's mind, there's stuff going on, there's problems, there's issues. And, he's doing what he can to protect the people, and he's feeling guilt for it because at one point there's a little boy who's killed, and the mother confronts him and says, oh, you didn't do enough to protect my boy. And that's Mrs. Kidner, her boy. Alex Kidner was killed, and she said, you knew there was a shark out there, you knew it was dangerous, but you let us and everyone go swimming anyway. So she blames him, which inadvertently makes him feel bad. And, he's a guy who, wants to stop the shark, but is having a hard time of doing it because he is a guy who does not like the water whatsoever. He can't stand the water. And, he's afraid of it, and he has a fear of it, which really also plays into the film well, and you can tell it adds a lot more to it. But even with his fears, he wants to do whatever he can to protect his family, to protect the people of this town. Then there's also Robert Shaw, who is Quint, who is a war veteran of World War II, who was on the USS Indianapolis, I should say, who got attacked by the Japanese, and when they went into the water, he saw a lot of his crewmates and friends die that were killed by sharks, and he then, after that, because he gets rescued, devotes his life to hunting and capturing and killing these sharks as a way of vengeance to have for himself and for the crew that he lost, for his friends. And he is a hard, tough individual. He's always out on his own. He's doing things himself. He basically fits a type of modern-day pirate, and Robert Shaw plays him just very well, and, is very talented in this movie. He should have, I believe, won the Academy Award because he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and I think he should have gotten it, but, no, well, it was still a really good movie. Or, not good movie, he was a really good actor in this movie. Then there is Richard Dreyfuss, who plays Matt Hooper, who is the scientific sort of nerd of the group, but he is a guy who has always loved sharks. He's loved studying sharks, and, it's been his passion throughout his whole life. And he's asked to come to Amity Island to check on the first girl who's killed by Bruce, and which is the name of the shark that Steven Spielberg gave the name for in this movie, so his name is Bruce. But he comes to check on it, and when he gets there, he's told that, he knows right away that it's not, a reef accident or something weird that the mayor wants everybody to believe, but this girl was killed by a shark, and he goes through everything to help out, Brody and Quint to kill this thing, and he's got like a lot of intelligence and scientific high-tech gadgets to help them out, which really comes in and useful, and he really is also a comedic character that meshes well with both Quint and Brody. So with these three main characters in this movie Jaws, it really just works out well and meshes very well. The three go well hand in hand. And then you also have Lorraine Gary, who plays Ellen Brody in this movie, Martin Brody's wife, who basically is the humanistic type of character. She really cares about her family, cares about her husband, hope he's doing the right thing, she wants him to do the right thing, and she's very humanistic, very down to earth, which is basically sort of like the audience element of the film. And there are times where, Lorraine Gary plays it good, but she can come off as annoying and, just like this pattering woman who doesn't get it, or this ditz. Now, I don't know if that's how the character was written, or if that's how Lorraine Gary portrayed her, but, she can get a little on the wonky side. And then there's also Murray Hamilton, who plays Mayor Vaughn, and Mayor Vaughn is the guy, when he learns of all the trouble, does not want to believe this shark exists. So he's the money-grubbing jerk, as it were. And he's just in denial the entire time till the middle of the film, where he believes, oh, this shark could exist, but, maybe I'm going to focus on the later seasons, and, maybe we could still save the summer, because he really wanted tourists here, and, the shark, kills some people when the tourists come, and, there's issues, and he's just trying to think of any way to save his town, because he wants to think of the people's best interests, which, in many ways, he really was, and he was thinking about himself, in my opinion. So he plays the sort of jerk second villain of the film, but Murray Hamilton does a great job doing that in this movie. And, overall, this movie is just, very fun, and, granted, I know there's a lot of people who say, Bruce the shark looks cheesy, he looks not that well, doesn't look good at all, and he just, looks bizarre. But to me, it's like, granted, looks bizarre, it is a little cheesy, it is 1975, but the shark is creepy. It really looks creepy. If you have not seen this film, I say watch this film and tell me if you don't think Bruce looks creepy, because he is a creepy looking shark, even though he's an animatronic shark, and he just looks really creepy. And it's something that really scares you, because this film, when I first saw it, scared the heck out of me. I did not want to go swimming in pools or oceans or the beaches for years. I mean, I finally got through my fear of this movie, I think maybe when I was 17, 18 years old, and that's a long time, and I can tell you right now, I'm 28 years old right now, so that is a very long time to be scared of this movie. I saw it when I was 5, and probably a mistake, but oh well, I love Jaws now. It's a classic, and it's a very, very good movie. So I would say, when I talk to people, they say they're still scared to go into the water as well when they see this film, and, they don't want to go near the oceans, because, I mean, Jaws really had this type of impact, and it still does till this day for some people. So, it was a really well done, made film. So, they did a great job on it. And, I mean, I've also heard it through the grapevine. This is something I'm going to mention here right now, is that I've heard they're supposed to be remaking Jaws. Now, I don't know how the rest of you feel about remakes. I'm not particularly happy. I've not looked this up on any movie websites or anything, so I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard from people at my work where they've said that, oh yeah, they're remaking Jaws, and I'm like, why? Why would you want to touch This Time Was Classic? Granted, it's been 35, 40 years since Jaws has been made, but it's like, why would you want to touch this? I mean, why? Why would you want to demean this good movie? I mean, because personally, there have been some remakes that have been good. There have been some, but not many, and it's bizarre. I don't know why Hollywood would want to do it. But once again, it goes along with the question of, what else can we do for money? Because let's face it, folks, Hollywood has just been about money and not about their own creativity. I mean, you know, it's pretty sad in my opinion. But, you know, it's just what it is. So, I mean, if you want to, tell me how this movie is for you, if you've seen this movie, or if you want to, and, like what it's done for you, plus also as well, if it fits with you, and if you've heard about the remake, or know anything, or actually know if it's going to be true, you know, drop me a line, let me know about it, because I would like to see what it could be, and, you know, just anything else, and leave your thoughts about it. Do you really think this movie should be remade as well? So just, you know, let me know, and give me a line for certain other things and stuff like that. So, this is 012boku, talking to you guys later, and see you again.